Hey guys, Type here bringing you a 3v3 today. We are on Across the Rhine. Playing for today's opponent in the south, we have a DõnaldTrúmp playing as Ostheer, who has Jaeger Armour, Storm, and Lightning Ward. Teaming up with him is Aardappelboer, playing as Ostheer as well. Straight into Jaeger Armour. And finally, Old Wheeler, playing as OKW, immediately locking into Spec Ops. Face off against them in the north, we have xdiii, playing as US Forces, immediately going for Airborne. MotoMoto also is US Forces with tactical support. And finally, PoopiLoopi, playing as US Forces as well. Triple US Forces team here, going for Infantry Company. In terms of rankings here, both these teams are top 40 3v3s. And both of these teams are part of top 10 4v4 teams. So this should be the absolute cream of the crop when it comes to these larger team mode players. Should be in for a top-notch battle. As far as the map goes across the Rhine, you know, it used to be used as a 2v2 map. I do feel like it's maybe like a tiny bit small for 3v3, but I seem to say that about most of these bigger team game maps. Guys closed the distance there, but ran a tiny bit bad in that engagement. Ended up getting forced off. Kuwagen and Folks just chipping away from long range. Eastron threatening to come in on the flank, but Pi shutting that down over here. And early mortar here from DõnaldTrúmp. There are a couple, annoying buildings on this side of the map. Makes a reasonable amount of sense. We got a double Pathfinder start from xdiii. An early mortar from MotoMoto now. Yeah, whereas, somewhat limited like this, if you set up like MG42 here, MG42 in the center, and then one on this side, that indirect fire can be a little bit tricky to outmaneuver them. Some of these maps. So getting a mortar much earlier than you would in a 1v1 makes a lot of sense. Early ambulance here from MotoMoto. Well, super early fighting position going up here, covering the fuel. Starting to drop some shells here, but doesn't really have anything protecting it. Has to disengage and pull back. Couple riflemen nearby. Just continuing to fight over this fuel point. Neither team able to hold on to it here. So that's good news for the northern team, the allies. We have their fuel nice and secure up here. Early fuel cache down from DõnaldTrúmp, and just camping out the building here. Doesn't really push forwards too much. Really wide down on this building, but we've got the flamethrower here now to mitigate the control of that building. Very late jumping out though. Didn't chase around the corner with the flamers though for another burst. Gonna get away alive there. Pi's gonna charge forwards here. Do have the sight. Could have backed away before taking damage, but didn't notice in time there. And sniper now from DõnaldTrúmp. A little bit risky going for a sniper, when you only got one grenadier to protect it with a Faust. We hope that DõnaldTrúmp builds a lot of mines in that case. Look at the builds across the map. We got a captain here. But overall, it does seem like the US team is a little bit slow getting the officers out.
Ready for action.
You see this bunker here, but can only got one window, so not super strong for MotoMoto. Mortar in some trouble again. Fortunately, is charging up the hill looking for the D crew. Extremely low on health.
We're losing a capture point.
I feel like one more shot connecting would have done the job there. A bit lucky for MotoMoto. And the Axis have finally broken through in the south. Got control of the fuel down there. So the sniper coming through the center here. To get something going. Do have double pathfinders here, but they have revealed themselves, so can't try and set up a wee bit of an ambush. Send a grenade out. Oh, that's a lot of damage onto those riflemen. Should probably retreat with this one. Bit of teamwork here from the US team. MotoMoto coming in, catching these Sturms on retreat and gets the wipe. Nicely done. Oh, forward ambulance from PoopiLoopi. Okay. Got the captain back here supervising, I believe. Not building anything yet, though. Is he looking for the AA half-track?
All done over here.
Looks like he's sacrificing the timing on that a little bit by going for the reinforcements and whatnot.
Light MGs now on the line.
Doesn't quite have the manpower. Going over to assist his teammate though. Kind of lucky that the ambulance didn't end up running over that mine. Could have been disastrous. Sniper. Only one kill so far. Very little action over this side. MG just camping that building. Yeah, half-track popping out quite quickly thanks to the supervise, but still not a super early timing. See these quite even in 1v1 in around 6 minutes. Out. No dodge. Here comes a half-track though, backing its way in. Wagon drives forwards. With a half-track. It goes down so quickly as soon as it starts to fire. 1AG42 getting forced away here. Could potentially pop the AP ammo if he saw this coming a bit better. Maybe come in with the Faust as well to slow this down, but looks like the Axis team just going to run in fear from that A half-track. Got another A half-track from xdiii up in the north. A kit now from Wheeler and from Art. Nothing to cancel here from Art. Pretty good dodging in and out from MotoMoto. So maybe the Axis team were hoping that the Allies weren't going to go for light vehicles. Weren't really terribly well prepared for them, no AT guns at all. Going for them reactively, which can be a little bit more troubling on these big team game maps, since they have so much further to travel from your base, especially if it's like a long map out to the front lines compared to a 1v1. So going for them reactively can cost you a bit more. In terms of territory control. Going forwards here though with the double A half-tracks, making short work of that mortar, getting the D crew. Sniper very close to danger here. Just trying to find their way in here. If he had like a beacon down here, he'd probably know that the sniper's there. Maybe would dive in after it, but beacons are a bit... I think I saw him put down one somewhere, but not further forwards at the moment. I found a mine there, but interrupted. No Wheeler, I feel like you could really do it with a machine gun. Seems to be hurting in that department. Activates the radio silencer as he charges in, but you don't really want to be charging in that scenario. Good dodge on the grenades as well. Panzer Grenadier Shrek's going to be the answer for DõnaldTrúmp. Generally not the best option against these half-tracks that suppress. Because once these guys are suppressed, the accuracy just falls off a cliff. Very unlikely to land shots at that point. Have to get them in closer as well compared to an anti-tank gun. So not what I would recommend. It's half tracks generally. Connecting here though. Now getting suppressed. MG quite far forwards here as well, and a straight tick to tier 3, so that's why I went for the Shreks instead of an AT gun. Trying to go for that fast tech option instead. I'm going for tier 2. Try to make a bit of an assault here. Peregrine Shreks can come around the corner. Finish off the fighting position. So both the early fighting positions likely to go down here. Oh boy, there's dodging back into the range here. Oh, that's a bad play from the half track as well. Very, very risky. From that amount of health, I think it would have gone down if both the Shreks were connected. I probably would not be taking that risk. My anti-air half track. Well, coming to the south now. Good idea to like switch from side to side, push and pull these anti-tank guns around a bit. Take ground action there, but missing. That one connecting though. I think that was a regular old shot. Recon plane up from MotoMoto. There's a tremendous amount of manpower spare at the moment. Got a reasonable army base. In this time no dodge, but the bunker lessens the damage by a good amount. Oh boy, a half track goes down up here in the north. I wonder if that was through a Talamine. Let's see. Looks like it. I mean, there's one right next to that as well. Have to imagine so. Vehicles destroyed one on the MG42, so maybe it was the MG42 with the incendiary rounds doing the work there. Nice. Half track takes a kitten shot, having to back out here. Now an infantry support gun for old Wheeler. Got a munitions cache down at the back by MotoMoto. That's where he's been investing his manpower, and now going for a Sherman to start things off.
All done over here.
Coming in with a half track here. Kitten lining up, but without the machine gun here to suppress the infantry, can't hold the line and has to retreat with everything. Back though from the centre, threatening the half track, continues to drive forward, so it gets clear of the arc. Nicely done there. Oh, he's got another machine. I was wondering where the second machine gun was. Couldn't see it up there, but nice positioning. Shuts down the US infantry aggression there. Another munitions cache down, by the way. Forward retreat point active for PoopiLoopi. Yeah, strafing plane there from MotoMoto, hoping to wipe out the machine gun, but good dodge. Doesn't do too much. Hard though, floating also a huge amount of manpower, 700. Coming through the centre now, opening up. The Shreks nearby. The flak pans over here for DõnaldTrúmp. Looks like it's been shooting at some planes maybe. But yeah, didn't arrive at a super early timing to really punish the US team. Oh boy. Going forwards here, Shrek's going to go for another volley. Good connection. And the pack through the centre, Sherman has to back out. Did Sniper end up getting away? No, Sniper went down fast. Didn't even see it, but it got vaporized. As are coming back in, forcing the retreats. Another Sherman coming in. On high explosive though. We do have the AT gun wheeling its way forwards. Got a Talamine right here. We have the rear echelon, and they do spot this telemine now. Oh man, he drives right next to that one. Oh, that was a close call on that Sherman. The Sherman though coming down from the north. Pack out here. He sits in front of the AT gun instead of driving forwards of the arc, and now trying to back away. Could back over the mine. Does get the decrew on it here though. AT gun needs to go for some attack rounds through here. Looks like XD getting a little bit overwhelmed. Backing away. But yeah, this could have just gone so smoothly for XD if he just drove forwards here with the Sherman. Really laid into it. And for some attack rounds. Could have done a lot of damage here. Instead he loses one of his squads. Could have killed the AT gun as well. Seems like he's a little bit overwhelmed. Kind of lucky that that flak panzer didn't trigger that mine. That could have been a dead M1. The MG there going down to the strafe. Now DõnaldTrúmp pushing hard. Pushing a whole bunch of retreats. Shrek's trying to close in on the Sherman here, who's on armor piercing at the moment. Launching out some smoke here, but I don't know how useful that's going to be. So you're going to try to go for some crit repairs inside the smoke. No, Shrek's finished the job. So yeah, I feel like that could have been handled a bit better by XD there. Ends up losing his tank. Alright. Moto taking some Shrek fire now as well. Taking down this cache, which is quite far forwards. The P-Greens pick up the Shreks. Or one of them. Close call there with the Sherman. Oh, maybe trying to bait him over the mine. Got a Brumbier arriving from Art. The Jagdpanzer down in the south now for old Wheeler. Gotta keep that Sherman in check. PoopiLoopi. I wonder if he's going to be going for the Priest next, or a Jackson. And we're coming through the center here. T-gun bouncing, didn't activate the AP ammo. And we're coming back in. Going in the plane again, going for the kill on the pack, but not finding the mark. Good dodge. Oh, grenade out. One of the infantry. Oh, the Raketen going now. I thought that was infantry spore gun. So did he really go for triple infantry spore guns? No, that's a Raketen. I go for the recrew here. Captain though has other ideas. Down it goes. A half track in a bit of trouble. Backing away. Doesn't have the health post. I think it arrives at Vet 3, so has to be quite cautious until that time. Finally got a machine gun though, old Wheeler. That is overdue. Helps him hold on to the Raketen there. Calliope out. Well, we got the flares up, helping this Jagdpanzer spot from long range. T-gun going for the kill on the Raketen instead of laying up on the Jagdpanzer. Calliope takes a main gun crit there. Jagdpanzer backing out. In terms of VPs, you can see the Axis down to about half at this stage. Got a bit of a rough go of it, you know, none of them going for light vehicles. For fast tech strats, and it costs them quite a lot of early map control. Just see if they can fight back now with their faster tech strategies. Planes getting shot down there on the Axis side. Got enough for an anti-tank pass, which can be quite helpful at sniping units in the backfield that players might not be paying attention to. Missing there with the AT gun. Sherman coming to the south. Panzer opening up. Interesting to see here. PoopiLoopi going for bars in spite of having access to the M1919s. Interesting decision. And now going for the steal on the MG34. Oh, Wheeler in some trouble down here. Starting to struggle. Maybe he's going maybe... I have no idea what he's going for next. Maybe a Command Panther? He's been struggling in the infantry department. And the Allies looking to set up the triple cap here. Might be finally repaired back up, going for a barrage. But not hitting too much here. Probably would have tried to target whatever's in the middle. It's a little bit too far away and trying to catch targets that are on the move. Plane up again from the Axis, but shot down so quickly. 2 anti-air half-tracks on the Allies side. Not going to last long. Science activated here. Wheeler trying to make it happen. Pressuring the M1. Looks likely to go down. There it goes. Sherman throwing up some smoke to try and cover the M1. Brumbier coming down to the south. Some good shots, but we've got a Jackson down here now for PoopiLoopi, so it's going to assist with the defense. Just capping in the center, down to 187 now. Really need to get something going here. DõnaldTrúmp going for a whiff. I think he's trying to save for the elephant, but decided to lose it too fast here. Need to get something extra in the meantime. Now with a huge amount of manpower float as well, despite having not a terribly large army. Long range here, this time getting some better hits off. 4 kills. We're doing some good work through the center here though. Good connection, bundle grenade, but good retreat path for XD. Jackson was forwards there, but fire it for some reason. Sounds like a priest. Oh, maybe just the boom bear again. Here we go, whiff of barrage coming out. Reasonable connection, he takes down the AT gun, a little bit of damage onto the fighting pit as well. The Allies are really turning up the heat in terms of VP pressure. Attack ground away that mine, but elevation causing some issues. There it goes. This mine's meanwhile going down for DõnaldTrúmp, who also went for the Brumbier here. I'm a little bit surprised by that. We'll be seeing the elephant next. Right up. Rifleman chasing in, looking for the wipe on these overs. Down it goes. There you go. Grenade out. Predictive grenades. Good dodging. Double bar rifleman and nasty though. Oh, that's a good shot from the ISGs though. Double yak panzers from old Wheeler. Okay, I wasn't expecting that given how much he was floating. I was going to go for the Command Panther or something, but a second yak panzer going to be his answer. Sniper coming down, forcing some retreats. Got lots of munitions for XD. Still have to contend with that flak panzer that'll shoot down the panes pretty quickly though, so not going to be a guaranteed slam dunk. That sounds like a... Oh, I didn't even notice this. One of the Calliope's out the back went down. When? Well, I apologize for that. Wonder if it was to one of these. There we go. Pulling it in now on the priest. No dodge, and down it goes. That's pretty much like the ideal use case for those. Oh boy, what's the Jackson doing here? Coming in suicidally. Double Jagdpanzers. Down it goes. So PoopiLoopi just took a hammering. Priest and Jackson down there. As well as squad maybe dropping their bar. On target dropped in return, but not hitting too much. So you got to be careful when those recon planes are up in the air by the Axis team. You have to be looking for those anti-tank strafes targeting your rocket artillery piece out the back. I suppose it could also be the flares in this case as well, which are much harder to spot than the recon planes. But yeah, those planes do come in relatively slowly compared to like the Soviet ones, for instance. So you do have a bit more time to dodge. That seems to be a bit of a turning point here for the Axis. Coming out to VP's neutral at the moment. Oh boy, with the Brumbier here with the rear armor exposed. Sherman charging in after it. Double Jagdpanzers coming forwards. Oh boy, from the side, the Elephant finishing the job. Sherman goes down. But that's a good trade. Sherman for a Brumbier, so can't be too upset about that. Silence active again. Charging forwards here, but that's enough riflemen to hold the ground. Scott now in the centre. There's the pack howitzer.
Send your orders.
After now camped in the centre though, it's going to be trouble. Scott takes a big shot. He's got the spotting scopes on that. Scott backs away though.
Are securing our territory.
Planes coming in, targeting the machine gun, hard dodging. Oh, and on time though, ends up going down. Calliope into the centre. Oh, onto the infantry support guns, gets the decoy on one of them. Double Jagdpanzers coming up the road though. Not much defences over here. Calliope on the run. Panzers on the chase down, spreading their damage amongst a few vehicles though. Might not get any of them as a result. Going for the kill on the fighting pit next. AT guns for the Allies starting to square up now though. Don't take engine damage however, no mines up here. As well as no snaring squads, so we do get out of there pretty cleanly. Do have mines available, you know, from PoopiLoopi, who is down on this side, so he could have planted a couple. I'll be hammering down again. Flak Panzer took a couple shots. Some actions happened in the north though. Jackson got very, very low. We do the Shreks. Going for the Scott next. Jackson very low. Forward retreat point back here though, so might not be able to hold on to this ground for long. Oh boy. I find as though early retreat. I think I might have tried to go for the snipe there. Go for the white. The Pathfinder critical. Snare gonna come through. Oh boy, that was a nasty bundle grenade. Two squads in a lot of trouble here. One goes down. Other manages to escape. Jackson, oh boy, what's he doing? He's going after the flak panzer. He gets the kill, but goes down in return to the pack. I suppose in some ways that is pretty good for the Allies, finally taking care of the anti-air unit of the Axis. Should open up the airstrikes a bit more. of which XD now has enough for basically 3 activations back to back. Might pay to start activating them a couple times here. Now that the flak panzer's gone down, even if they don't really make a huge amount of sense.
The capture point is being overrun.
Just to try and drain off these last 80 or so VPs, you know, just get a bit of map control going. Just trying to go for the cap here. Ooh, but they pay the ultimate price here. MG squad goes down. DõnaldTrúmp losing another unit. Going for another Brumbier though. Oh boy. And that's nasty. Recon flares plus the anti-tank strafe taking down some targets out the back here. Ambulance and AA half-track. So now the allies don't have anti-air after losing the quad in the center as well. There's the rifle barrage. Doesn't hit too much though. Allies looking for the cap. Looking to turn up the VP pressure once again. Just coming through to the center instead of going for the cap. He's hammering down. One MG goes down, the other just getting out of there. The elephant has to pull back. Oh, that's a nasty predictive grenade. No dodge from DõnaldTrúmp. Loses another squad. Here comes the Brumbier though again. He's going for the cap in the center. Axis do have control of the south though, and have pushed quite far forwards now all of a sudden. Got another recon flare up. Ambulance could be in some trouble here. Seems to be a big Axis tactic here. Flares plus the planes. Going to take down targets out the back. Rocket artillery or ambulances. Here we go, going after the double Calliopes now. Calliopes are on the run, kind of getting very, very lucky. I think a lot of the projectiles were connecting with the trees or something. I think if they had fully connected and hadn't done so, this Calliope would have gone down. Very, very lucky there for MotoMoto. You can see that the allies are struggling to dodge those. So thanks to the sneaky nature of the flares, not having like a telltale sign compared to an aerial recon run. You have to be like paying attention now at the back, which is, you know, less common to do. They're doing the front lines. Wouldn't be out here just blasting through. The Jackson coming out from base now, but in the meantime DõnaldTrúmp getting some big damage in there, opening up the VP. A lot of bleed onto XD. Still hasn't used these planes, by the way. Now a Command Panther out. Might be coming through, but not hitting too much. Pairing up these Calliopes now. But Axis seem to have stabilized, apart from DõnaldTrúmp. They're getting very high in their pop cap, close to the limits. PoopiLoopi still a little bit further behind after all those losses he's suffered. For barrage. A little bit lucky there from MotoMoto, didn't take too much. It is running right through the Calliope. Don't drop any models. Okay, we've got the planes out the back. And the allies finally pulling the trigger on them now, forcing back the elephant. And we've got a lot of troops coming through the center. Do I hear another flak panzer? No, I don't think so. Some planes might come through for another pass. There we go, doing a lot of damage to that Brumbier, getting it very, very low. Didn't quite knock it out though. Oh my god, extremely low. Still 2 planes up in the air. Brumbier coming through. The planes have another pass. This Brumbier going to take some more damage. The Allies could easily cap in the center. There are some air mines.
Enemy is taking our territory.
And we're trying to turn around here, taking some rockets. Packing some big trouble getting decrewed.
We have lost a
And the Allies have opened up the VP in the center. Engine damage coming through on the command Panther. Rifleman a little bit outgunned though with the overs there. Gonna swing things in their favor with a grenade, but still a bit too badly outnumbered. Infiltration grenades though retreating into them and goes down.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
Calliope across now, but those Calliopes haven't been terribly good the last couple. Close range Werfer going after the machine gun.
Taking one of our points.
Takes it down, still available for the recrew though. Nixon very, very low in health, and Allies quite slow capping the center after opening it up. Perhaps costing them a couple points drained against the Axis here. We can see how much breathing room that gave the Allies just popping those planes. Forcing the Axis tanks back, and they didn't even cap the VP when it was like 75% done. Oh man, that's really, really bad. He's coming back in to do it again now, but here come the LMG Grenadiers. I don't know if he's going to be able to get it done. Bombardier here as well, double Bombardiers. Really bad when you've got your opponents on the ropes like this in terms of VPs. Oh boy. Elephant sniping off the Calliope coming out to the front lines. Looks like this one went down out the back as well to one of those anti-tank strafes. Oh, that's really bad for the Allies. Both Calliopes down now. It's going to cause them to struggle. Campaign up from MotoMoto. Not hitting too much. Oh, but the infantry support gun, was that? Obliterates what's remaining. Wow, that was a nasty hit. Got another DP-47 in Axis territory. Activating the AA mode. They really need a flak panzer or a flak half-track or something to shoot down these planes. Be like the only weakness that the Axis have right now. No anti-air. P-47 seem quite intent on targeting the Elephant though. There's a Bombardier in the targeting zone. So the Jagdpanzer's coming forwards. Down goes the Scott. AT guns missing their return fire. These double Jagdpanzers vetting up nicely now. One close to vet 2, the other close to vet 3. PoopiLoopi just hasn't had the answer. He's got a lot of resources floating as well. Another flare up. All of the other players have munitions at the moment though. Oh boy, the rockets actually do quite a lot of damage to the Sherman. AT guns though, squaring up. And some damage in, stops the Panther from chasing any further. Oh boy, Jackson takes engine damage up here. So he's going to be able to limp home. And now I secure the center, Axis back on the drain again finally. Jackson's missing their shot on the Bombardier. Rifleman getting into the center, stalling the capture. Axis on the drain, Bombardier coming forwards, trying to open up the VP area. Pretty good dodge, but still to... Oh my god! The mortar combined with the S-mines there, that was very unlucky for XD.
We lost an anti-tank gun.
T-gun goes down to the overs, charging in deep here.
Crowds are sniffing around our
Goes out the
asses.
Blenkorper.
Tactical point being captured.
Recon plane up. DõnaldTrúmp going for The anti-tank going after the Jackson. Jackson on the dodge. Oh, and abandoned. Just didn't quite dodge out in time because of that damaged engine. Seven's coming through again from XD. And buy a bit of breathing room here for the Allies. But the Allies' infantry is a little bit weakened at the moment. And they have a little bit harder time answering the team weapons. There we go, Shrek's finishing the job on the Jackson as it tries to escape. Oh, Boomberg is very, very low, but still alive. Fresh Jackson coming in for XD. The Allies at the moment having trouble getting kills, doing a lot of damage, not getting the kills and the wipes. Oh, the Brumbier out the back goes down. Into the P-47s. Okay, well there we go. Surprised he's quite far out of the targeting zone, looked like, but does the job there. Meanwhile, Command Panther very far forwards, looking for the decoy on this machine gun. A fresh quad up. By MotoMoto. Barrage going after the AAT guns, but good dodge, doesn't take too much damage, and Allies going for the cap in the center once more. Back out quite low in health. We've got the AT gun and the Jackson there taking down this bunker. Should open up this infantry to push forwards now. Definitely should kill this decrew pack as well. Double AT guns pulled quite far back here. With the barrage targeting. Oh boy, bit of a traffic jam here. Nearly decrews one, but not too bad all things considered. But they're quite far forwards here. AT guns looking to rotate, but the Obers with the IR STGs coming in, decrewing one of the AT guns. Just no support for them in terms of infantry, and the Obers are tearing them to pieces. Finding an opportunity and taking full advantage of this, causing a lot of trouble in the US backline there with those Obers. Meanwhile, the paratroopers not having quite as much success. Once again, the Jackson a little bit too far back to act as support. On the P-47's trying to buy a bit of breathing room, but it's pretty much all the munitions gone from XD now. They don't have that get out of jail free card on tap anymore. Big infantry charge through the center though from the Allies. Grenade out into the retreat path. Dodges, but could still lose it. We've got the Werfer coming the other direction. Good dodging. Doesn't end up hitting too much because of that, but they don't get the wipe on the P-Greens. Just constant activation of radio science here by old Wheeler. As well when you got plus 52 munis income. There's another Werfer barrage. Oh, that one got a wipe. Now he's having to clear out of the center. It's Jackson for XD. Just, I feel like it's constantly in the wrong position. Bunker Buster coming through. There goes the AT gun. Jackson doesn't come through to counter this at all. This is opportunity now that the elephant's coming through the center. Jumping out of it here. Strange. Barrage at the back. Nexus seem to be in control now though. Fending off that attack through the center. AT gun getting outright destroyed there. I think the Allies are maybe missing Finishing off those decrewed team weapons. And there we go, Elephant connecting with the Jackson. Jackson in some trouble here. Luckily the Grenadiers don't manage to get the Faust off. That could have been death otherwise. So we didn't even try to go for the Faust. Okay, we've got rear echelon bazookas here, nearly taking down the Jagdpanzer. Doesn't quite get the finishing blow off though. Unfortunate. When charging in, pressuring the infantry support guns. They're getting very, very low. Going to lose this Vet 5 one, it looks like. Missiles active again though. One ISG goes down and now looks to open up the capture on the VP. Good work here from PoopiLoopi going for the kill on the decrewed weapon. Like some of his teammates. Meanwhile, the Brumbeer getting in very aggressive through the center. Forcing the eyes all the way back, and okay, pulling back now, but does leave the AT gun a little bit exposed. Because of the radio silence, the speed boost here, able to chase him down. Close that distance a bit. And gets decrewed. Should have tried to hold the line there a bit longer. With the rifleman, tried to force off the obers, maybe hope for a grenade. And protected the retreat of that M1. So the Panthers going forwards to kill that decrewed weapon now. Big damage from the AAT guns there.
The enemy is reduced to 300 points.
Here comes the Werfer though. A lot of units clumped in the center. This time targeting slightly towards their retreat path, and I think he just wiped out the captain with that. We're coming forwards, looking to stall out the capture here. Allies desperate for the cap. Double Jacksons though find an angle on the Brumbeer. Pack getting very, very low, going down to the Scott. There it goes. Jacksons though playing it very conservatively. Didn't chase in after the Brumbeer. Gets away alive. Calliope into the center. Oh, Py's in some trouble. Both of them get away though. Close call. Finally able to rebuild one of those Calliopes. Decent start there, 4 kills. Got the anti-tank planes ready again for the Axis, as well as enough muni for the flares. ISG barraging the forward retreat point here. Catching the ambulance, getting it quite low. Clearing that up now though. Under a bit of pressure here from the rifleman. Really needs a snare off on this if he can. Not able to get it though. Okay, we've got the planes coming through again from the Axis. Not sure what he was targeting there though. Is it back here, maybe? Got an ambulance back here. Just forwards of the rockets there. Another Ober squad coming in from Wheeler. It's going to start to cause issues for PoopiLoopi. Riflemen are going to struggle against those Obers. Oh boy, and the double Jagdpanzers battering the Jackson. Having to turn tail and run here. AAT guns need to find an angle. T-gun right there. Could go for the recruit quite easily. Fresh one coming through. Connecting. Forcing back the Jagdpanzers. Looks like XD's got enough munitions for another set of planes. And these rockets don't hit too much. In fact, maybe even doing some friendly fire there, pinning the Obers. But the Allies just unable to get the finishing blow here. Looks like the Elephant thinking about rotating up to the north, up to Vet 2 now. Those Jacksons have to be on their guard. Fresh ambulance coming out. Looks like it must have been the ambulance. Got targeted by the anti-tank run. Okay, P-47's coming in, but looks like there's almost no movement by the Allies behind this. And I think their recon plane got shot down as well. So this isn't going to be very successful this time. Oh, they got a flak panzer up this time. Okay, well that's just blasting through the planes. Doesn't do anything. I don't think those P-47s connected for any damage at all there. So the window is closed, and that's nice to see the Axis finally rebuilding their anti-air, shutting down the avenue to the Allies. Well, this could be nasty though against the Command Panther in front of all of this anti-tank. Got engine damage off, but Sherman's smoking, maybe working against the US team here. And the Command Panther does end up getting away there. Double Jackson's looking for an angle. They're getting shut down by that Elephant. Double AT guns though in the center, opening up on the Bomber. Trying to get the capture on the center here. Here we go. Connecting. Here comes the Werfer. I think it's onto the central VP area. Still can't dodge us back in, but gonna go for the cap. Here comes the other Bomber, but we still got the double AT guns there. Need to set up and fire, however. Here they go now. Bomber gets a big shot through though. And they both penetrate despite not having the AP ammo equipped. Oh boy, Werfer revealing itself. The Jackson right there. Doesn't have sight though in the fog and shoots at the Panther instead of the Werfer. That was extremely lucky for Art. Could have lost the Werfer there. Oh, and this is the end of one of the Jagdpanzers. Killing blow from the AT gun bounces. Jackson coming back in, but getting cold feet and disengaging. AT gun goes down. Axis just hanging on there. Once again escaping on nothing time and time again with their tanks. Up into the center, trying to jam the capture. Needs to be the paratroopers standing on the VP though themselves. And there we go. They managed to get the neutralize off. Sherman goes down the south. Sherman's for PoopiLoopi haven't been performing too well, but I can understand going for them because he's struggling against those overs with his infantry. Okay, P-47 is coming through again from XD. Panzer's shooting them down quickly though. Jackson's in prime position here, but the Elephant rotating to meet them. Oh boy, bit of a traffic jam here. Jackson's in a bit of trouble. Panther blitzing away to safety. Jackson coming back in, but that's risky. Second Jagdpanzer coming forwards. A lot of shots missing though with the elevation here for both teams. The T-guns could be in trouble from this Werfer barrage. No. Targeting the forward retreat point, getting some nasty damage and nearly wiping 3 squads there. Get 2 on that after that barrage. But they're still alive at least. They didn't actually get wiped. It's a big differentiator. Second Jackson for PoopiLoopi now. But it's always trouble, you know, coming in these Vet 0 Jacksons against like Vet 3 Jagdpanzers. Tough to win those engagements. If you're a similar vet, you know, at least you can kind of trade with the high velocity armor piercing rounds as well. It's the higher health Jagdpanzers. The Vet 2 health bonus. Oh boy, Scott jumps out for some repairs on the front lines and Elephant spots it with the scopes. Oh, we got a move ho. Triple Jackson's coming in from XD, but getting cold feet with the activation of the anti-tank planes. Now dodging backwards. Getting out to safety. Understandable decision. Backing out now. Stuck's on the charge, but I don't think they want to commit too far without the support of that elephant. Luckily though for them, the Jacksons missing their shots there. So we've got a lot of Jacksons for the Allies. 7 of them at the moment. Especially if they can set up like their whole team going after like one side. That could be very, very strong for them. Don't think we've seen too many mines go down in a while for the Axis. So that kind of highly mobile assault can pay dividends for the Allies though. It's tough to execute, much easier said than done, for sure. Rifleman looking for the snare here. Get it. T-guns dodging forwards. And there we go, capping squad's gone. Phosphorus dropping down here. Oh, there we go. Triple Jacksons, double AT guns with the Brumbeer. Brumbeer's armor holding up. Jackson's chasing forwards, but the smoke might actually backfire here. Brumbeer very low, but one shot from death. Escaping again. Allies just unable to get those killing shots off. A little bit lucky with maybe the penetrations and the bounces and whatnot. Bunker here, catching these squads as they try and squeeze through that gap. Triple Jackson's coming forwards again. We've got the elephant out the back there, but it's on the move. Doesn't have the sponoscopes running right now. There we go, opens up. Jackson, this one could be in some trouble if the elephant stood its ground there, but he backed away with it a bit. Denies it a second shot attempt. And they're going away from targeting the artillery out the back, instead trying to target vehicles that are on the move, which the strafe is much worse at since there's that extra long delay on it. Hasn't been hitting too much. If they went back to targeting the units out the back, I think they would be having a bit more success here. Alright.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Oh, quad. Speeding away to safety there. The Allies just getting inched it back further and further now. Recon plane up. Nasty Werfer there, wiping out one of the AT guns.
Command has authorized the use of radio silence.
Jackson's coming around the corner here, find the Command Panther, but his armor holding up very well here. Nelson missing a lot of shots, only one connecting there out of 4. Oh, a bit of a flank here, gets a wipe there finally.
Lost a squad of infantry.
Big old Wheeler's got plenty of room though in his army. Not quite enough for the Obers though, I think they're 10? 9. Oh, Boombear might have overcommitted here. Triple Jackson's coming down. Is this the time when it finally goes down? One more. Just needs one more. Out of sight though, and gets away. Here come the Stuks though. Might be biting off more than they can chew. The Pegreen Shreks a little bit further back need to push in here. The Triple Jacksons torching through the Stuks. One of them goes down. One of the Jacksons one shot, but now they can back away. Pegreen Shreks coming in now. P-47's coming in. Shreks don't find the wipes. Jackson's able to get away there. It's pushed in. They take down one of PoopiLoopi's Jacksons, maybe. He's down one Jackson. Peeping Shreks now going with a cap, but here come the paratroopers. What a change in pace though, with that flak panzer out now, those P-47s rather toothless. Targeting the forward retreat point here, but the ambulance just hangs on. Narrowly surviving there. Getting quite aggressive. Command Panther chasing in now. Going after the quad. Jackson for XD. I mean, he's going to have 4 Jacksons. Probably going to be over the pop cap limit once he recruits them all. Double Strips rebuilt instantly by DõnaldTrúmp. He had plenty in the bank. Gun here through the center, but Roofers have been taking care of those, making it tough for the allies. These boom bears also making it tough. They do stop the clock, but now the allies, you know, they've slowly been getting whittled down themselves under 150. They're starting to feel the VP pressure as well. Here come the triple Jacksons.
Stoke 3 ready to deploy.
Maybe not. If they can time it for when the Peering Shreks are away, you know, they could just come in here and devastate, but going back to the front lines now, so nothing really spotting as well. They could take some damage from these shreked up squads. Big Panzer, oh boy, what's the quad up to? In some trouble. Down it goes. Good 4 on both the Jagdpanzers now. They've really done well. There through the center as well, pushed over by the elephant. Oh, there we go, half track coming forwards, but instantly taken down by the Jacksons. Jackson's on the run now, hammering away at that Stug, gets it very, very low. Pathfinder's chipping away at the P-Rens, forces them away. Tank planes coming through, but missing again. Allies trying to go for the cap in the center, but once again the bomb bears there. Might be able to get them neutralized, but unlikely to get the cap. Exactly how it goes down. Lucky to escape as well. Tightly though. Trying to stop the capture, but the Grenadiers come off to the side here. And another rocket scattering into them. Okay, spoke too soon. Very, very low on health, but it might be where the received damage blows comes in. They're much harder to wipe. Oh boy, this could be engine damage. Can he get close enough for an AT grenade? Not quite. 50 cal though, suppressing the MG34 here as he advances. PoopiLoopi making something happen. And a Jackson out the back could really do with an anti-tank gun as well. A bit more support. Destroyers, train blows. Oh, we've got to move. 4 Jacksons up in the north there. They're gearing up for something. XD calling in the planes. Here they come. They got the Pathfinder spotting. And the P-47's hurting back the Jackson here. We've got the double Stugs coming forwards though in response. Once again the Boom Bear narrowly surviving. Jackson's spreading the damage around a lot. Looks like the Stugs are going to go down again though. One of them does for sure. Going to take down a second. Oh, missing the killing blow, and the planes coming through, hurting back the tanks. Taking down just one Stug there, not what the Allies would have hoped for. They're looking for more with that kind of push. Oh no, and one Werfer rocket, or maybe it was the bunker buster, taking down the vehicle crew. Jackson over there jumps in with the rear echelon. Probably wants to keep those though. They've got a Shrek. a fresh re-echelon squad to crew the vehicle with. Calliope trying to target the Shreks, but they just managed to clear the arc. Now going hunting for this low health Jackson. Don't have anything to stop these Pegrine Shreks this deep in Allied territory. There go the Pathfinders. Allies about to tick under 100. Close range Calliope, but the Shreks dodge just in the nick of time. Take down the ambulance as well. Forward retreat point has been abandoned. Oh, this could be nasty. Okay. Does a lot of damage to the vehicles, but the crews were away. With the flares up there spotting. Good dodge though from XD. Allies need to coordinate their pushes into the centre a little bit more though. You need to make sure that you have the anti-tank nearby to blast away at those boom bears so you're not just feeding manpower to the Axis. With the Axis in a commanding position. Really need these 5 Jacksons up here to do some work. Could chuck the Major in, maybe? Maybe not. Oh, here we go. Recon plane in. Jumping inside the Jacksons now. Got to be prepared for the anti-tank strafe dodge, but it hasn't quite come off cooldown yet. And the Jacksons are on the move. Targeting... I was expecting to target that Jackson over there. Oh, finds the Calliope out the back and one of them goes down.
We're getting the hell beat out of us. We got
Bit of teamwork here though. Jumps into this one with his rifleman. Now we've got a massive swarm of Jacksons for the Allies. Looks like these ones looking to wrap around the side here. Haven't been any more mines down here for a long time. Got a couple S-mines in the far corner, but no tellers. Most important thing. Oh, Jackson in the centre goes down. There's a low angle barrage there from the Werfer. Predictive barrage here. Oh my god, and both the ogres go down. That was the shot he was hoping for. Huge Calliope barrage from MotoMoto. Triple Jacksons coming forwards, but one of them going down fast to the Elephant plus the Shrek combo. And the rest of them get cold feet. Didn't do much there.
It's time for action. Receiving effective fire.
Double Stugs and double Pegrines charging in here, trying to get something going. Doesn't quite have the same super strong infantry frontline that he had previously. Tricks trying to come around the corner. Jackson could go down here. Nope, still alive. Jackson's out back getting repaired up. Now what's this Jackson up to though? Oof. Could have been nasty. Onto that gully. Jackson shooting at infantry here. Oh, was that a bunker maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, that's a nasty Werfer barrage. 2 squads down. Oh boy, but Werfer goes down in response. The Jacksons snipe it off. Nicely done. Double Stug's looking to return fire, but a bit too late. Shrek's going down fast to the paratroopers. And now see, oh, Wheeler's starting to push in, starting to intrude onto the centre. Oh boy. Calliope in some trouble. He's dodging forwards though. Kind of like the exact opposite way you want to dodge against that. It's kind of just driving yourself into more shots. Attack planes coming through, but Jackson's avoiding. Stugs might go down here, target weak point. One of them blinding, but there we go, it picks off another Stug. So those Stugs for DõnaldTrúmp continually sniped off. But that's about all the allies have been able to take down here. None of the Brumbears, none of the elephants. None of the Jagdpanzers or Command Panthers. The one thing that they haven't really tried so far is like all the Jacksons coming to the south, away from the elephant. Could be a decent tactic, just completely try and overwhelm in the bottom of the map. There's a lot of Shreks connecting. Jackson spinning around in some trouble here. He's trying to go in for a bit of a push, I think. Stop the Shreks from firing. No, here come the triple Jacksons. They're making a move. They're just coming in, but with the PV and Shreks there, they take so much damage on the way in. Everything facing this direction as well. That did not go well at all. Could take down the Stug. VP in the center is stalled out. Take down the Stug, but the Shreks are cleaning up the Jacksons easily. Jackson's just getting obliterated here. Looks like the US team is going to throw in the towel. So yeah, that was a long one. Allies got the Axis down to about 80 VPs and then just really had trouble closing out the match from there. A few mistakes, XD really holding onto his munitions for far too long. So they started popping those P-47s off earlier after they killed that Flak Panzer. I think they could have closed out the game right then and there. And a couple times, there was an opportunity to cap in the center, but the Allies maybe like ran past it or ran away to reinforce or something, instead of just trying to drain off those last 80 VPs. And then they kind of got boxed out, couldn't close out the game from there. Just walled off by all these units. Would have been nice maybe, like the constant attacks from the Jacksons up here. They were picking off the Stugs quite nicely, but would have been nice maybe to see like a full team push here. Try to just completely obliterate old Wheeler. See how that goes. Especially because he's only got like one snaring squad. He's got like almost no infantry-based anti-tank that the Jacksons could suffer against. Would have been nice to see that attempted down there, but alright. So be it. And yeah, we saw a very nasty combination. The artillery flares, hard to spot as the Allies, combining up with these Stuka anti-tank strafes, taking down a whole bunch of units out the back, ambulances, calliopes and whatnot. That was a nasty combo for the Axis. Well, anyway guys, I'll wrap on that. If you like a game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.